Hi there movie fans, and welcome to another edition of Movies and More. Today we are wondering what the actual fuck is Pluribus all about, Vince Gilligan's new sci-fi series, following on the heels of crime drama Breaking Bad, Gilligan's masterwork, and legal drama Better Call Saul, his other work of genius. As 4 of 9 episodes of Pluribus have now streamed on Apple TV, we thought it worth doing a bit of a halftime review. The tagline for Pluribus describes the series in a nutshell: the most miserable person on earth must save the world from happiness. The show's title, which derives from the old Latin motto for the US, E pluribus unum, out of many one, holds another clue as to what Gilligan intends to explore. Neither these, the trailers, the fanfare which trailed the show, nor indeed jumping into any particular scene, seem to suggest compelling TV, but I've got to say that so far Pluribus is smartly written and a completely absorbing and immersive watch. Low on action it may be, but it is engaging TV nonetheless. In a nutshell, try getting ChatGPT to disagree or deny you. To date, the show has largely avoided any kind of mind-bending complexity as we, like the show's principal character Carol, slowly come to terms with the frictionless environment she literally finds herself inhabiting overnight. And just like Carol, therefore, we have to accept, for the moment at least, that the world has been suddenly and inexplicably struck by a virus which has turned the entirety of the world's population, bar Carol, 11 others scattered worldwide, and the close to 1 billion people, including her partner Helen, who accidentally died in the transition, into one giant hive mind, where everyone is quite simply happy, by which I mean pleasant, courteous, helpful, understanding, forgiving, all-knowing and generous to a fault, and incapable of challenge, aggravation, cynicism, aggression, lies, criminality or just downright cussedness. So much so that 11 million people die when Carol loses her shit for just one small moment. The cast is, so far, quite a shallow one. There is first and foremost Rhea Seehorn, so far doing all the heavy lifting in each episode as Carol Sturka, author, or now former author, of cotton candy fantasy romance novels, the latest of which, Blood Song of Wicaro, a book which incredibly actually exists, Carol and Helen were touring bookstores with when the virus struck. There is Miriam Shaw as Carol's partner Helen, now deceased but appearing in flashback as an uplifting counterpoint to Carol's stoicism. Carolina Widra as Carol's chaperone and support, Zosha, always on call any time to bring every request and answer every query. Peter Bergman as Davis Tafler, the hive mind spokesperson. Fellow virus survivor Samba Shoot as Mr. Diabate from Mauritania, a voice like melted butter, and at the other end of the spectrum to Carol, clearly enjoying the freedoms and luxuries he now has access to. Carlos Manuel Vesco as Mr. Paraguay, who I'm sure will play a much bigger part as the series progresses, given he is more circumspect about the New World Order even than Carol. And a big shout out again to Gilligan's first love, the city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, where his story is set. It's not too populated, so the show isn't overwhelmed with hustle and confusion, and can tackle all the whys and the hows at its own pace, and there's beautiful skies too. We aren't yet treated to how this world became. We don't know if the virus is alien, man-made or a combination of the two, and only a whiff as to whether the process is reversible. That doesn't seem, yet, to be of interest to Gilligan, who is instead seemingly keener on having us imagining what it would be like if we woke up one day and everyone wanted to just make us happy. Side note, be careful what you wish for. To be expected from a man who gave us teddy bears in swimming pool, a fly in a meth lab and a tortoise with a severed head on it, Gilligan has already added some brilliant sequences to his repertoire which demonstrates this new environment to Carol, as well as its drawbacks, such as the Blood Song book tour where Carol's cynicism pre-virus is on full delicious display. Carol's requesting and being given a hand grenade to test the limits of the hive mind's acquiescence to her requests. Carol's insistence that her local grocery store, emptied of its shelves, be restocked immediately. Ordinary Joes piloting Air Force One because the hive mind's intelligence doesn't differentiate between individuals. Each human can clean a toilet, sweep a driveway, fly a plane or carry out open heart surgery. And re-watch of Carol's recording of the after effects of her taking heroin to check out her and possibly their reaction. I recall being told once that the shortest book ever written went something like, "The last person on earth sat in their chair and there was a knock at the door." The tagline for Pluribus offers Gilligan the same sense of infinite possibilities. He could go literally anywhere he wants to with this, and given his godlike status in TV broadcasting, I'm quite prepared to follow where Gilligan wants to tread. And we'll come back with another review at series end to see if he was able to maintain the interest and fascination throughout. And anyway, Rhea Sealed is a brilliant watch. She was, as Kim Wexler, a more interesting character than Bob Odenkirk's Saul Goodman in Better Call Saul, and is now deservedly getting a real moment here to shine in her own right. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the review. If you'd like to comment below, we will respond. Otherwise, do please subscribe to our channel, and we do look forward to our next edition of Movies and More coming soon.